All right, guys, how you doing? We have something cool today. The company Viltrox sent out their Weeylite 300. It's the Ninja 300 to be more exact. So we're going to be talking about that light and why it might be a fit for you. Like I said, they did send the product out to me, but these are definitely my honest thoughts and opinions. So right off the bat, this light is pretty awesome because it's very affordable. And you know, once you start getting into video, you'll notice that everything's very expensive. And you know, most of the people out there that are amateurs or that are just starting to kind of experiment with video, and maybe you want to start a YouTube channel, you are probably going to be looking for more affordable lighting. So this is definitely one of those options, but that's definitely not to say that it's a cheap light and it won't perform well for you. So the base package is going to cost you around $140, which is a really great price, especially for a light this powerful. And then from there, the price kind of goes off based off of which tier package you get. So I believe it's like 190, 200, and 230, and they'll systematically add things like the battery carrier on the side of the light here, so you can make it more of a portable light, a Bowens mount adapter and a handle, so you can kind of just attach the handle right here and carry it around. And then I think their last package includes all of that plus a soft box that fits right onto this mini Bowens mount right here. So first off, I want to talk about the packaging, and I will say that it is cool that you are even getting packaging at a light at this price point, because I've definitely bought other lights around this price where you just get it in a cardboard box and you don't really have anywhere to store it. So it is nice that they're even including packaging. So with the packaging, you have your standard dividers within the whole case, and obviously they include the separate components within each divider. And it's also cool because they include this zipper pouch right up here, so you can store more accessories. And the case itself actually feels pretty sturdy. In the package that they sent me, they included the battery carrier on the side of the light right there. And then they also included a Bowens mount adapter right here, so you can include or attach all of your accessories that you probably already have that won't fit on the mini adapter, and a mini reflector hood that fits right onto the mini Bowens mount. All right, so I don't want to spend too much time on this, but let's quickly kind of go over the controls of the light so you can know what to expect when you are actually handling this light. All right, so we have our light menu right in the back here. And if I actually, let me go to the main menu. So this is where we can control the brightness of the light. And you can go all the way from 1% to 100%. And you'll notice you can do that pretty quickly. And right down at the bottom here, it tells you the temperature of the light. With this light in particular, you're stuck at the daylight temperature, so you are at a fixed 5600 Kelvin. And then if you actually just press this mode button, that's how you can kind of get into these special effects. I won't really go through that too much in this video. So with these special effects, you can adjust the speed. So I could do a power adjustment, so how intense the light is. And then if I hit this, click this knob in, I can go down to the speed. So I can go from slow all the way to fast. And then if I hit it one more time, I can actually adjust what type of effect I'm using. So here's a broken light bulb if you got like a horror movie scene. Let's see, another common one, like a television set, paparazzi. So there definitely are some scenarios where people will find that handy to have within the light. And don't forget, you can use the remote control, the included remote control, to increase the intensity on the light. So this will be really helpful if you're on set and you don't want to, you know, walk all the way to the light to adjust the intensity of it. Or say you have the light placed up high somewhere and you just can't reach it without, you know, climbing up on a ladder or something like that. It's really helpful to have this remote. So another handy feature to know about this light is if you hold in this button with the M right below it, you can get to this mode where you can actually turn the fan off. So I can just hit this dial button, press that in, and you can turn the fan off, and then just hold that again and go back to your light setting, where you can adjust the intensity of the light or the power of the light. And you'll notice that you can actually turn the light all the way up to 100%, and the fan is still off. So, you know, I definitely wouldn't recommend doing this. The light does get hot very fast. I tested this out. But I would say if you're in a quick scenario where you need to take some audio critical footage and you want to get rid of that fan noise and you want to run it at like 30 or 50% or even at 100%, depending on how quick the shot is, then it's really nice to have that feature where you can turn the fan off. But definitely make sure that you have that fan running if you have the light on high power for long periods of time. If you want to take these batteries out, then you just press this top button right here on the carrier, and that'll release the batteries. So the charger right here, it's important to know that if you want to actually charge the batteries that you have on here, make sure that this button is set to in instead of out. So if you actually want to use the batteries to power the light, you can set it to out. But if you want to charge those batteries, put it to in, and then make sure that you plug in your, you know, whatever your power source is, whether it's the USB-C cable right here or, you know, another power source. So I want to talk about why I really like this light and my favorite features of the light, especially compared to other lights kind of in the same price point, like the awesome Godox SL60W. The number one strength for this light is the size. I would definitely say the size. So this is going to be, you know, a really nice portable powerhouse of a light that you can take on location with you wherever you go. Manufacturers are definitely making these lights smaller and smaller, and I think that's awesome, because if you've ever shot a video on location, you know how much of a pain it is to lug all of your equipment to a certain spot of the building or outdoors somewhere. It can definitely get really annoying if you have a bunch of heavy stuff. I also like that this light can actually take those Sony batteries, so you can use it in a portable fashion and, you know, disconnect from the power adapter. I think those two features alone make this a really great deal. I like that with the battery carrier right here, at the bottom you have a USB port right here, so you can actually just leave your batteries on there and charge them overnight so that it's ready to go for the next day. To me, that design choice was really practical, and it will save me a lot of time. And this thing is surprisingly bright for how big it is, so it'll definitely come handy in a variety of situations. The only thing that you have to take into consideration is the fan noise. If you're going to be looking for a key light that you're going to be placing next to your camera setup for longer periods of time, then this probably won't be the light for you. But like I mentioned earlier, you can turn the fan off for short periods of time in which you need audio critical footage. So if you need this light in a pinch, you could definitely turn the fan off, but like I said, I wouldn't do it for long periods of time. But I've used lights like this in the past where there is some fan noise going for a key light, and especially for YouTube videos, it's not too big of a deal. You can just add denoise in Premiere Pro, and you can hardly hear it once you're done editing that. So who's this light for? I would say if you're looking for a light for your studio, especially photography, if you're getting into continuous lighting, this will be a great light for you because you don't have to worry about that fan noise. If you're going to be doing video and placing this light off somewhere in the background to kind of add a little bit more depth to your scene, this could also be a great video light. There's been times where I've done interviews and I've wished that I had a smaller portable light to kind of just pop up in the background to add a little bit more texture to the scenes. And like I said, if you're starting YouTube, I would definitely consider this light because you know, especially in the earlier kind of stages of YouTube, it's not going to matter too much with that fan noise. And if you have music going on in your video, it's going to be hard to hear the fan noise. All right, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will talk to you next time.